Trump mentioned black jobs. And a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our black vote. We go to the stores and spend our black dollar. We live in our black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a black job.
Yeah, you might want to buckle up for this one. Good day to you all, or night to you all, depending on what side of the sea you're on or the pond you're on. I'm Ty Smith. You are watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I really do appreciate everybody that's watching right now, taking your time out of your day to view my content. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see that are above and below. All right, and also clicking this right here will allow my content to consistently be recommended to you when it comes to this political stuff, commentary, things like that, yada yada peanut butter. All right, last but not least, make sure that if you are a new subscriber, double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. Even if you are an old time subscriber, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube do not like this goddamn momentum we are putting out right now. What are you talking about, Tyler? Yeah, I'm going to say it for some of y'all. Why we always got to talk about color? Yeah, because it's the truth. What are you saying? What am I talking about? Black commentary when it comes to political views right now. A lot of black commentaries. Anton Daniels, ABL, Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens. You know, you got the Hodge twins. You got Black Conservative Perspective. You got Chaotic Truth. You know, you got Unified TV. You got a lot of black commentators out there that's seeing through all the bull crap that our content is being heavily suppressed because they don't want other black people to see or hear our point of view when it comes to what's going on with us. Can you believe that? Yeah, they're doing that right now. They're suppressing a lot of our content. And then they get you to turn on us and want to jump out and start calling us Coon and Uncle Tom and all this stuff like that. Well, you haven't even heard our point and what we even stand for. You don't even understand the overall message of what we're even putting out there. Because if you really thought about it and the things that we talk about, we literally care so much for the community that we are willing to call out the bull crap that's going on in our community and those that are allowing it to go on in our community. And we try to correct those things in our community. Why? For the betterment of our community. But too many people are being trained just to look at us as they're always talking about black people. All y'all do is talk bad about black people. All y'all, let me tell you something. If any of you don't have children, you may not understand this. But if you work in any field, or if you even are a parent, you understand what discipline is. You understand what behaviors you see within your children that you don't want them to have. And you correct those behaviors for what? Because that would mean you will end up raising a child who's going to end up being a good citizen out there in the world, right? So why is it that when we come to calling out bad behavior, bad decisions, bad characters in our own community, because we want it for the betterment of our community, then we looked at it as being coons, sellouts, and all that. And y'all buying right into this bull crap that's keeping you exactly in the place where you're at, downtrodden, disenfranchised. We can't get ahead, can't rub two nickels together. Anyway, y'all, point in saying all that is that a lot of people have woken up to this bull crap that's been plaguing us for so long, and left have caught on to it, and they're panicking, and that's why they want these borders to be open, because they need a new race of people to pimp, because they see that a lot of blacks have woken up to this nonsense. Anyway, got to show y'all this video right here because my sister here brought it down. Miss Montgomery brought it down. If y'all don't know, she was the woman that first went viral because she ran up and gave Trump a nice big hug when she saw him at I think it was a Chick-fil-A or something like that. I don't know what it was. But anyway, she gave him a nice big hug. He was really fond of her. Now she came to speak at this event he was at in Atlanta. By the way, I want y'all to pay attention to the people in the background too, because they're black, okay? They're black. But she brought it down and she told the truth. I'm telling you right now, she getting ready to catch it just like I caught it. She getting ready to catch it just like Anton Daniels caught it. She's getting ready to catch it like Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens. She's getting ready to catch it. But you know what? It doesn't matter, folks, because people like us, we see beyond the bull crap. We're not going to be moved by it. We're going to look at this from a standpoint of those that want to move on and go on, that look just like us. We're going to grab their hand and bring them. Those of you that want to sit back and just keep on, y'all coon, y'all tap dance, porch monkey, house, all that, y'all, okay, stay there and keep on doing that, all right? Anyway, y'all, check this out.
I can tell y'all that rent is too damn high. I can tell you that as a young black voter, groceries are too damn high. And And as an American citizen, period, seniors like my parents should never have to choose between medicine or food. It should never be the quality of life versus the quantity of life. And I don't want to hear, oh, but we capped the price of insulin and lowered the price of all these medicines. Yeah, but you raised the price of everything else, so it's about time to start telling the truth to Americans and let them know exactly what they're signing up for if they want to vote for Kamala Harris. We need to vote based on facts and not feelings. See, under Harris and Biden, the average Georgia household is losing $1,060 per month, and inflation is at 21.4%. And due to the war on energy, average gas prices have reached record highs for the state. We also did a poll, and 80% of us Black Americans are not happy with the current state of the economy, so I'm gonna need 80% of y'all to vote accordingly in November. They love me, they really love me. The left wants you to get in your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done. They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the Black community, but all she's done is hurt the Black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the Black community is to dismantle the Black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about Black families? I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a Black woman, is also with her. A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a Black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only Black when it's time to get elected.
Uh-oh.
Did I lie? The same Black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for Black people, she identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for Black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the Black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new Black businesses, and would give Black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities. And why are we acting like strong borders aren't a thing literally everywhere else in the world? Since when has being patriotic been a crime? See, a few weeks ago at the debate, Trump mentioned Black jobs, and a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our Black vote. We go to the stores and spend our Black dollar. We live in our Black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a Black job. Oh, but wait, because if you're wondering what a Black job is, please, I encourage you all to drive through Atlanta at all these beautiful Black-owned businesses and check and see who works there. Probably a Black person working for a Black entrepreneur, recycling the Black dollar, creating Black generational wealth. If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. And y'all know Kamala Harris has yet to say Laken Riley's name. As borders are, she opened the border to millions of illegal immigrants that have flooded American streets with deadly drugs and gangs that have spiked overdoses by over 124% and brought more crime into minority communities. So how's that for Black folks? But let's take race out of it. Just as a woman, period. How can you be a champion for women's rights when you're taking away opportunities from biological women and giving them to transgendered ones?
Uh-oh.
I'll wait, y'all, because I wasn't done. See, how can you promote equity for women and you're allowing men to play in women's sports? And what kind of feminist would still allow men to enter their sacred spaces, i.e. our bathrooms and school locker rooms? Do I even need to mention the opening ceremony at the Olympics? Or the fact that Angela Carini was forced to fight a man and told us that she's never been punched so hard in her life. We cannot allow dangerous liberals who think things like this are okay into the White House, because my daughter will not be fighting a man at her wrestling match. And what I think both men and women can agree on is that national security is important. So who would y'all rather see lead us into war if it were so to happen? My still pressed sister Kamala or the big dog Donald Trump? And lastly, I could not get up here without mentioning my farmers, the backbone of this country. And aside from the Biden-Harris administration hurting you guys in ways we can't even comprehend by the rising cost of everything, Black farmers suffered even more due to the delays associated with the Inflation Reduction Act signed in 2022. Now, don't let the Biden-Harris administration fool you, because they waited until the 9th hour to sign off on disbursements as a last-minute attempt to garner support. But why would they hurt the agricultural industry? Probably because they're looking forward to making more money in the pharmaceutical one. And speaking of pharmaceuticals, because I promise I'm gonna wrap this up, when they bring up abortion and they talk about protecting your medical freedoms, don't be afraid to mention COVID. The Biden-Harris administration forced Americans to take an experimental vaccine and took away their jobs, their livelihoods, and their freedoms if they refused. Trump gave us a choice and Biden gave us a mandate. Hey, y'all, because I'm about to kill him with this one. So the next time the left wants to tell you that, hey, abortion is a right and you need to protect your medical freedoms, remember that they took those freedoms away from men and women the second they got in office, and there's nothing stopping them from doing it again. Clock it. So lastly, again, I'm going to encourage you all to vote based on the facts and not feelings. Oh, he made me feel so bad when he said that. Okay, but they hurt your families when they sent all your tax dollars overseas. Oh, it hurts my feelings when he acts like that. Okay, but it hurts all of us when you see an administration failing their country that they were elected to represent. In which case, I'm going to leave y'all with, hey, mama, daddy, I made it. And my baby girl Amaya is somewhere in here, so we can all say, hey, Amaya, in unison, because she's the real superstar, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all get riled up and ready for Big T himself. Thank you guys for having me. I look forward to seeing you all.
Splendid, wasn't it? Splendid. Absolutely 100% splendid. Absolutely loved it. She hit the nail on the head. I mean, she just talked about almost everything that we're talking about right now in the community. And for some of you, I don't understand why Kamala race is talked about so much. We ain't the one that brought it up. They brought it up. See, that's what you need to pay attention to. Did you, for the past 3 years, did you hear any black people or anything like that constantly talking about Kamala Harris and her race? No. You need to ask yourself why all of a sudden it became a talking point. They brought it up. Who? Media. They're the ones that start throwing in this whole African American. They're the ones that start propagating her up as about to be the first black woman that could possibly be. They did that. And so we just jumping back saying, since when? When? Since when? Because all we ever knew that you was Indian and Asian. And for those of you who were her mom, y'all need to understand this. It's an insult. I told you, my family is Jamaican. When you sit there and you say things like, well, she has to be something black because her dad's from Jamaica. You know, What was somebody said to you? Well, she has to be black because she was born in America. Do you know what people that are born in America, we consist of all different shades and colors and backgrounds and ethnic backgrounds and nationalities? In Jamaica, there is a huge Asian community in Jamaica. Jamaica is comprised of 76, 78% black. But the other, what do you think they are? Well, guess what? That other is what Kamala Harris's father was. He never said he's black. He said that he'd be Hindu and Indian is what he said. That's what he said. Now y'all say, look at her grandma. Y'all know, have y'all ever seen Indian people from India? Some of them are dark as I am. Okay? But what constitutes that mean that they are black? See, I know y'all don't get that. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think it is by putting it in the comments below. Make sure y'all give my sister a shout out. She do go through videos and read comments and everything like that. Let her know how y'all feel by leaving it in the comments below after this video. Do that, all right? Appreciate you all, okay? I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.